I have got the Stila A Whole Lot of Love set to share with you guys today, and I purchased this off of the Sephora website for $59. The packaging on the palette is much like that of an old style envelope where they used to use the stamp and the wax to seal it. It's really pretty. It is cardboard packaging, however. It's magnetized to this front part right here, and then if you open it up, it's cute. It is cute. I'm a little over cardboard packaging right now, but it's still cute. There's a good size mirror in here. It doesn't hold itself up, however. And then inside of here, you have got 20 eyeshadows, and they are each 0.03 ounces a piece. There are 4 universally flattering, it says, blushes that are 0.16 ounces a piece, which is a good size amount of blush. And then you get the deluxe size huge extreme lash mascara in extreme black. And I haven't used that mascara, but I've heard good things. I went with a navy blue mascara today to go with the look. The names are not printed inside this palette, and they're not printed anywhere on the outside of this palette. The only place that they're printed is kind of in a key that's on the back of the box. They're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you kind of go by this, let's see here, this list right here is kind of like a key to figure it out. So I wish that they would have included something that stuck with the palette, or like put the key somewhere on here so that we could reference. I'll more than likely just cut the key off of the box and then toss the rest of it and put that little key kind of sheet inside of here to store it. Talking a little bit about the products, I used this blush right here on my cheeks today. There is a demo for the eyes and then the blush that I used as well, which will be towards the end of the video if you're interested in that. And it went on nicely, it blended nicely, it was quite nice. And then I used 4 of the eyeshadows. This particular shade right here is one of those chunky sparkly type of shades. They remind me kind of those chunkier shades from Urban Decay. It's got nice pigmentation to it. However, when I packed it on the lid, I did get fallout with that. But the fallout brushed off really nicely. Like the sparkles didn't stick to my face. So that was good. And then I also used this blue up through the crease, and I did have fallout with that guy as well. Again, it brushed off pretty good. And then I used this kind of cool taupe, I think it's what it's called, and then this peach shade up here. And they all have nice pigmentation and they blend really nice on my eyes. I really like the look that came out of it, but there is that fallout to make note of. Here's the little mascara that comes in there, and this almost looks like, it kind of looks like the Too Faced Better Than Sex brush. I haven't used this, like I said, because I wanted to use a navy blue mascara, the Lancome Grandiose in blue. It just went with this so well. It looks cool. And then here is the outer portion of the packaging. It's what it looks like. It folds over like so. So as far as matte shades are concerned, these 2 blushes are matte. This guy right here is almost like a satin color, and this one has a little bit more of a sparkle to it. And then for matte eyeshadows, you've got this shade right here, these 2 browns over here, these 3, this cool taupe, this dark brown, and this pinky peach is a matte. And then down here you've got this deep like eggplant color that's matte, and then the black is also matte. So let's go ahead and swatch these blushes. And then these bottom 2. So there are the blushes. I'm going to go ahead and do these in 2s for you guys, because I think they kind of show up better. It just takes a little bit longer. So there's them 2. That's gorgeous. And these guys. That blue. That blue's like bam. These guys. Oh, that color is really pretty too. That color is just like really pretty to me. There's quite a few pretty colors in here. And then these guys, which are both matte. think I just gouged an eyeshadow. Whoops. And these guys, I actually feel like this palette has got a unique shade in it. This color here is quite unique. It reminds me of one of the new duochromes that Makeup Geek just released, but that's a really pretty, it's like a silvered lilac almost. It's pretty. And then hopefully you can see the texture of this guy right here. This is the one I used on the lid that did have fallout. This one up here is a little bit like that, but not quite. This one is much more like that chunkier sparkle type of color. It looks really pretty on, however, and I'm just glad that the fallout wiped off nicely. See, it's really, really pretty color. And then these final two, which I use both of these on the look. That's actually the first time I swatched a bunch of these, and some of them I'm quite excited to use. They really have a pretty finish to them. I think there's a good array of mattes in here, both for defining and for blending out like a transition shade. There's some good highlight shades in here, some good sparkly shades. I think there's a nice array of colors in here. The blushes are like full size too. I do like this palette. I like the look that came out of it. I like how it blended. I did have fallout. That's the only thing to make note of. Everything seems to be quite pigmented. I kind of had to dig into this highlight shade. It's almost like a little bit of a sheer cream sparkle color. The mattes blended out for me quite nice as well. So now if you're interested in seeing these products perform in the look that's on my eyes and the blush that's on my cheeks, you can hang tight and we'll get into it right now. On a Hakuhodo B505 brush, I'm going to go into this shade called Dusty Rose and put that on my cheeks. I already primed my eyes with the NYX eyeshadow bases in number 1 mixed with number 3 from the lash line to up underneath the brow. Then I'm going to go into the shade Rose Pewter on a Wayne Goss number 17 brush. I'm going to pack this all over the lid. I do have a little bit of fallout from that one. That's the chunkiest shade in the palette. It's kind of the shiniest one. I really want to use this blue shade. It's called Denim, and I'm going to use that on a Chikuhodo shadow brush. And let's put it out here. Then I've got the new Wayne Goss number 5 brush, and I want to try it out. So since my GSN 9s are all dirty, I'm going to use this guy to really give this a nice little sharpness. Nice little brush. This is the first time I've used it. I have some fallout with that blue shade as well. Then I'm going to go into the shade right here. It's number 11. It's called Cool Taupe on a Goss number 6 brush. I'm going to use that to blend out the blue. This really reminds me of a look that I did with one of the Dior Fall Holiday palettes. Or Fall Holiday. Fall palettes. Really reminds me of that palette. Then I'm going to put down the shade Pale Peach underneath the brow with a Goss number 3 brush. On a Goss 19, I'm going to go back into the Cool Taupe shade and further blend this part. and kind of up into that peach. There's the eyeshadow done. I really like the way that the shadows blended and how it turned out on my eyes. It's really pretty, but I do have a little bit more fallout, so I'm going to brush that off. And now I'm going to go ahead and finish up my eye makeup, and I'll be right back to put on some lips for you guys. For lips, I've got Nars Velvet Lip Liner in the shade Patong Beach. I'm going to line these lightly. I'm going to use this for a while, warm it up on my hand a little bit. And then I'm going to fill them in with the Nars Audacious Lipstick in the shade Anita. So there's the overall finished look using the Stila A Whole Lot of Love set. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!